Hey, greetings and salutations to you, people of the interwebs. So today we're going to be taking a look at this guy. We're going to do a quick unboxing and a first impressions of G.I. Joe Classified Series, Croc Master and Fiona. Yeah, so I've really been looking forward to getting this guy. I do like my kind of weird Cobra villains, especially ones that have a pet. So when like the G.I. Joe Classified series started, I was like, I really hope they do get to people like Croc Master, and they have. Also, more dreadnoughts, please. That's a bit of cardboard staging. Cobra! Plastic. We love it, don't we? So there, this little shell, nice kind of. This is a deluxe offering. I'm not sure what the term the things, but it's got some. It's number 38 anyway. It's got fans. The side artwork they do, where they get all these different artists to do very different kind of themes, has really been good on the G.I. Joe boxes. And then the big old splash page shows us various different things, some figures that have come out and some figures that have come out. So there we have it. So it's still the old Scarlet there. Wouldn't be surprised if they redo it to be more in line with the others, because it seems that they've started doing this retro card backed series where they've kind of retroed up the figures that they have, whereas the Scarlet sculpt, I think, needs just to be completely probably redone to fit into that. But we're not talking about Scarlet today. We're here talking about Croc Master. He's got this hook that he can wield in his hand. Tiny pistol. There's this big chain. I presume you're going to lead that you can hold your crocodile on. A crocodile training whip. It stays curled up, he doesn't do anything. Tiny knife as well. And then we also have a little baby one, and albino. And a little baby green one. I think these are baby crocodiles. We will touch on that later. And then we have Croc Master himself coming out of the shell with some noise. Oh, isn't he a beaut? Oh, always love that kind of Bane-esque design that he has. It's the big muscly dude with his mask on. Yes, I'm trying to do a Bane voice, but I think things Bane says. You were merely trained in crocodiles. I was born amongst them. I can't really do a Bane voice without doing this. Yes, that's right. I'll break your back, you fool. So he's got the standard kind of classified articulation. I thought his head had moved further back because he's not really got any hair or anything, but it is what it is. Got this gas mask, water breather, pegs into a hole on his back. Just all the different textures. You know, the black of the mask. It's got some kind of stitching on there, and then there's also another bit that's like a a stitching detail that's obviously been a bit that's been ripped and fixed as well. That's a nice touch. And these piercing red eyes coming out from under it for no reason really. A nice silver, contrasting with the nice silver of the water breather. It's one figure that needs probably warming up a bit, because there's obviously some kind of butterfly here, but it is not for currently moving. But you know, sometimes you need to look after your figures, warm them up a bit, maybe give them a bit of a bath or something before complaining about the articulation isn't there. It's just that the articulation isn't there yet. Got a nice big lean back, lean forward, ball joint at the waist. Got this nice Eye of Sauron detail on the belt buckle. Again, just all the textures, just big old muscles and bicep swivels and double jointed elbows, trigger fingers, wrist articulation. It's hard to kind of keep going over the same thing when they've developed a nice standard kind of articulation. It's hard to keep going over the same things. I mean, this guy has got pretty much the same legs, or bottom thighs and shins as Destro. He's got his own boots because they've got that, again, the crocodile skin detail, and he's got all these pouches on him where you can affix his pistol, click, and his knife. It's not a knife. It's not a Mick Dundee knife. Yeah. So you can have a big all his hook. So he doesn't have anywhere for the hook and the whip and the lead to go when not wielded, but again, just need to. I think we need to warm those hands up a bit before we start smashing accessories into them. So we're not going to do that because, you know, I'm sure they look great when they're in hand. And anyway, we're eager to get to this bit. This is Fiona. Look at that. She stretches out like the entire package has been bent to actually fit in here. So we'll get that out of the way and see what else needs removing. Yeah, I'll go to the underside. I kind of wish I had the original one now, just so I could compare just what they have done here. This is just amazing. This is the original. This would have just been a little small plastic accessory that had come with Croc Master, but here we have the full deal. Got it out. They were just spitballing. There's those little dots there to signify that this is it's got bendy wire in the tail. The jaw's got to open up, hasn't it? He's got to. There we go. Ah, look at that. Wow. Death roll. This is beautiful. So we've got articulation point at the neck. Obviously, you've got that big old bite. Yeah. Take a look at the chest here as well. Chest. And it's got some joint here at the front legs, as well as a swivel. And is there a bend on? A swivel and bends at the little paws. And again, some a little bit lesser articulation on the back legs, but the paint and everything is just gorgeous. You won't be able to pick it up on this camera. It'll look a bit more muddy, but you'll probably just see the delineation between that bottom green and the top green. But there is another darker green as well that comes in on the back here. The little beady eyes are painted as well. Paint looks really good on the teeth and on the inside of the mouth as well. You think they could have gone quite comical with a really bright red, but it's really quite subtle. All the ridges are detailed and the top of the mouth and everything. Gorgeous. But forgive me, I'm no zoologist. But I've heard tale that Fiona is an alligator, not a crocodile. Lives in the Nile. Which Croc Master with an alligator. That's a bit crazy. I suppose they didn't want a kid's toy to be called Mastigator. Come on, that was a good joke. But that's all. This is the entire video has been leading up. Mastigator. Size comparison. This is this guy next to a standard Marvel Legends figure, so you know he's a little bit taller than your average common man. The hood is Sans hood. Stands such a way from the size, the full length of a alligator. He's a perfect person to show that emotion of being bitten. Be gone, foul fiend. And with the old classic G.I. Joe scale, we've got the bird-brained accountant at large, Raptor. Please put Raptor in the G.I. Joe classified series if you're out there, please. He can have his little pet bird as well. Oh, yeah. And a wingsuit. Brilliant. And if you're more, for my people who follow my channel more, always Transformers first. Here he is with the Transformers Kingdom Selects, Generation Selects anyway. Sideswipe, so the Earth mold of the long abused Sideswipe mold from the War for Cybertron trilogy. And because we are in the midst of one of my videos, here he is with our favourite barista, the hipster Bisto. He's not called Bisto, he's called Fisto. I'm Bisto. He's got better hair than me. He has hair. Oh, it's plastic. Maybe I should get a plastic kind of, a plastic top knot kind of thing going on. Right. Yeah, so again, if you wanted a crocodile with your Master of the Universe stuff, if you wanted a crocodile with your classic G.I. Joes, a giant crocodile. Look at that. I suppose it really would be a giant crocodile with a transformer, because that'd be how big would that be to a normal human if it's that big to a transformer? Oh, ho, ho. Yeah, this is a. Oh, you can give him. Oh, CPR. Come on, Fiona. Please breathe. Really like it. I just. That topward jaw movement, because it is. I said I'm no zoologist, but I do know that's, they do move the top of that, whereas we move our jaws down, they move the top of the heads up. That's why, and there's not as much strength in actually opening the jaw as there is closing the jaw, which is why you could put a rubber band over that and it'd stop them from opening it, apparently. That's what Steve Irwin taught me anyway. That's Croc Master. Oh, let's pop the collar on, or do you have to? It would look better if we pop the ball joint out and pop it back in again, maybe. No, that doesn't look as. But anyway, a collar can be fashioned on. Maybe even further down here. No, that won't work at all. But I wouldn't want to whip it, would you? You wouldn't want to go, "Hey, crocodile, do your business, alligator, wherever you are, do your business," and then whip it, because they'll just side eye you and go, "Your lunch, mate." Thanks for joining me. Remember, if it's like your third time here or whatever, you're not subscribed, you've made it this far, you might as well subscribe. We've got you now by the short and curlies. Like, comment, all that good YouTube business that helps pump my algorithms. We're at this little kind of stuck in a swamp, teetering on the 1,000 subscriptions, so help a brother out. Till next time, be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes, and because you deserve it, let's bump the fish, shall we? Bestow! Bestow!